All right, we'll be starting in a couple of minutes. All right, hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another live broadcast. Well, this is our third live broadcast of the day, our third ever. I'm trying out the StreamYard software and everything. Trying a different computer this time with hopefully a little bit better clarity and everything. We're doing it 720. The other computer is a little slower, so we had to get their settings down a little bit. But this one, a little bit better computer. So we got which we're doing our 1970 National Pastime 3 baseball replay. So we're doing a game between the Baltimore Orioles and the Kansas City Royals. A game from, I believe it's April 25th. Oops, hold on. A little fat past it. Come on. Yeah, April 25th of 1970. Jim Palmer will be on the hill for the Baltimore Orioles against Dick Drago, the future Red Sox pitcher and reliever. Now it was a starter in 1970 with the Royals. So let's take a look at Dick Drago's stats for the season so far. So he's pitched 4 games. He's got a record of 1-2, 3.86 earned run average. He did pitch against the Orioles and got a no decision on. Why is he pitching on the 25th again? That can't be him. Let me check over here. Let's see who's pitching here. Yeah, we can't have him pitch. I don't know why they get him pitching again. That's strange. So let's restart that game. Dick Drago, where are you? Yeah, let's see. All right, so it should be Bill Butler. So let's restart that again. All right, there we go. So we don't want Dick Drago starting. He just started yesterday's game. Anyway, all right, so we have Bill Butler. He's got a record of 0-2 on the season with a 3.32 earned run average, pitched 21 2/3 innings. ERA 3.32, whip of 1.15, and hitters are batting .225 against him. This will be his first start against the Orioles. Let's go over and check the chat here. Hey, DC there again. Game 3, NP3. That's right. Is one game I do not play. All right, cool. Yeah, Orioles and Reds were great in 1970. We just went with the next game that we were going to play. Thank you for joining us here. I wanted to see if we could do another one on a different computer here. This one runs a little faster computer, and tried to try it out on here, get it set up for this computer. Since we are doing a 1970 season replay, as you can show you here, these are the standings so far. We've gotten through just most of the month of April. We are in the Delphi forums on the Skeetersoft Delphi forums. We have box scores uploaded for every day with a little blurb about each game and everything. Pretty neat. But it's under HGG 1970 replay. Using NPIII Baseball and Skeetersoft. So a bunch of other good ones on there. Clinton Parks has one going from 1965 season. There's a 1950-something replay going and a whole bunch of other ones too. So some good stuff on there. And, of course, King Ikibu's 1980s replay, which is kind of the inspiration for mine. I'd like to eventually do the 1970s decade. He's doing the 80s. I think he's in 1983 by now, but he's played every game. And he does a lot of stuff with that. He adds all this trivia and songs that were popular and what was going on in the world, that kind of stuff. I pretty much just do the baseball and stuff like that too. So anyway, but he's been doing it for quite a couple of years now anyway. And he uploads just about every day. I try to upload at least a few times a week. But anyway. So, all right. So here we go. So it's going to be the Orioles. Orioles are currently in first place, 9-5. Reds are struggling a bit so far. They're 9-9. So Royals are pretty bad so far, 3-11. Red Sox are 5-9 amongst other teams. Mets, defending champions there. They're struggling early on, 3-11. Atlanta Braves and Astros are doing well. As you can see, and the Cubs are doing well too. So, all right. So let's get back to this right here. So let's go back to our play game here. I like this because it's got good stats and everything in it. The games are quick in this one. It's based on the APA engine with some modifications to the pitching. The pitching's got some different. It's got a little bit more. The pitchers have a little bit more, a few more ratings and a little bit more impact, I think, on the game. Some other cool stuff in it too, but Cyrus, the creator. Boards and cards are copyrighted by Bill Safra, but Cyrus D'Amato, right up here, as you can see his name up top here. He's great. He's added a bunch to the game since it's. Let's see if I can find it right here. Where is it? About right here. Yeah, he's been updating it quite a bit, and he's actually listened to one of the suggestions that I had on to do, which was kind of cool, which was show you quickly. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh yeah, and under the I'll show you right here. Oops, not there. Yeah, right in here. This not here. Cancel. Where's the pictures? Yeah, right here. The next four batters thing. I kind of suggested it would be kind of cool to that, and he within I think a week or so he put it in. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, he's Clinton Parks. I know does a lot of this too, and he is and Cyrus have talked quite a bit, and Clinton helps to play test a lot of the stuff too. So that's cool. But anyway, without further ado, let's get this game underway. So Billy Butler on the hill for the Kansas City Royals. Again, like I said, 0-2, 3.32 earned run average. Don Buford will lead it off. He'll bat first. Mark Belanger will hit second. The shortstop, Frank Robinson, right field, bats third. Boog Powell, who was the MVP in 1970, will bat cleanup, play first. Paul Blair, the center fielder, hits fifth. Brooks Robinson, actually, here we go. Let me go over here. There we go. Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner, will bat sixth and play third. Davey Johnson, future manager, hits seventh and plays second. Andy Etchebarren behind the plate bats eighth, and Jim Palmer on the hill will bat ninth. So one thing I really like about this game, like I said, there's a lot of stats. You can look at the last 10 games of what they've done, what they've done in April, each month, and then later on it'll accumulate each month. So some ongoing stats. So tons of stats here. Anyway, so all right. So Don Buford steps to the box. He comes in hitting .319 with 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. Butler looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And, oh, hold on here. I'm gonna get rid of this dice roll here. I'll tell you why in a second. Oh, I can enter it. Okay, good. I'll just go with that first roll there, but I like to roll my dice in this one. So 1-1. It's going to be a stolen base. So I have it set for the jump system. There's 2 systems you can use. There's a jump system, and then there's a little E thing. I use the jump system, which kind of controls the steals and everything. So I can roll an extra die to count for the steals. Anyway. Okay. So I'll try to get the chat here where I can see it. Again, I'm just using the one screen for this one, so. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. All right, no big deal. Anyway, Mark Belanger up now with Buford at second after he steals second. So 36. Oops. And normally the setup is a little different in this game, so I have to roll a die here and see if there's going to be an error. 54. And it's going to be an out. Buford holds as Belanger pops up. Normally the card here is on the left side. This the card with all the stats here, and the lineups are on the right. For some reason, I don't know what I did one night. I was doing something, and I don't know if it was I did something here or what. But I did something, and it switched them around. So, and I kind of don't know how to get them back. But that's all right. So we got the game log over here. So all right. So next up will be Frank Robinson. See if he can put the Orioles on top. Robinson comes in with .255 average with a homer and 9 runs batted in. You can see we have Mr. Brody here. He's in there for the game again. All right, so that is a 36, and that is a... Did that go in? No, didn't go. Oh, another 36. Okay. Oh, maybe I just rolled the 36 for him. Anyway. So, all right. So, Frank Robinson up there. 56. High fly out to second. And Alcaraz will make the catch. It's a little hard to do the play-by-play here because they kind of have to... They're not on the field here. I kind of wish they were on that little field here, but they're trying to keep it simple here. All right, so Boog Powell up now with 2 outs and running in scoring position. Powell comes in hitting .327 with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. That's going to be a walk. So Powell is a slow runner, so we'll put the brakes on him. Oh, I thought I put, let's see. There we go. All right, getting used to the doing the live as well as the playing the game. So first and second with 2 down. 2-6, and it's going to be Paul Blair up there now. So that is going to be a walk. So the pitcher's rating overrides that, but that W rating there overrid it. As you can see down here, that W based on balls there. So if pitcher has a stat of a W, that will affect that. So it's going to load the bases now. With 2 down. That'll bring up Brooks Robinson. Robinson hitting .278 with 3 homers, 6 runs batted in, trying to put the Orioles on the board first. 2-4. And he'll strike out. So Butler gets out of it without any damage. So after 1/2, it's Orioles nothing. Royals coming up. Said the Royals struggling on the season so far. Pat Kelly, future Oriole, will lead it off and play right field. Ed Kirkpatrick playing first base, bats second. Amos Otis, one of my favorite Royals there, batting third. Playing center. Bob Oliver, the third baseman, will bat cleanup. Followed by Sweet Lou Piniella, the left fielder, hitting fifth before he became a Yankee. Batting sixth, Luis Alcaraz, second baseman. Batting seventh, Jackie Hernandez, the shortstop. Ellie Rodriguez behind the plate, batting eighth. And Bill Butler on the mound, batting ninth. All right, Pat Kelly steps in the box. Palmer is 2-1 on the season so far. 26 innings pitched, has allowed 25 hits, 18 strikeouts, 7 walks, 386 earned run average, 248 batting average against. Let's take a look at his card. So he's had 3 outings so far. He's lost to the Red Sox in his last outing, and he beat the Senators and the Tigers. So he's not pitched well so far overall, although he has pitched deep into all of his games. So Pat Kelly up there now, hitting just 132 in 46 plate appearances. Oops. And he's going to draw the walk. So the way this works here is if you get from 11 to 25, then he will walk. If it's a 62 and above, he'll get thrown out. So on a 2d6s. 5-4. So that does not get the jump. So it fell in between those numbers. So Pat Kelly on first. And I'll bring up Ed Kirkpatrick. He's hitting 260, 3 homers, 10 runs batted in. That is going to be a fly out to left, and the runner will hold. So 1 down now for Amos Otis. Amos Otis hitting 268 with a homer, 9 runs batted in. And he's going to fly out to right. And Robinson will make the catch for out number 2. Next up, Bob Oliver. Oliver hitting 264, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. And Palmer gets him to end the inning. So after 1 full, no score. So due up for the, whoops, dropped my glasses. Due up for the Orioles are going to be Johnson, Echeverria, and Palmer. Johnson hitting 250 with 10 runs batted in. And 6-4 again. And he'll strike out. So 2 Ks now for Butler. Brings up Andy Echeverria, hitting 455 and 26 plate appearances with an RBI. So he's off to a good start. And he's going to continue his hot hitting. He gets a single. See if we can get the jump here. Nope, 5-6 does not get the jump. That's going to bring up Jim Palmer. Put the brakes on him. Palmer, not a bad hitter. We'll let him hit away, I guess, early on. 3-3. And he's going to get a base. No, he's not, actually. He's going to ground out. Butler's a B rating, so that would have been a base hit for a C, I think, and below. But with the B rating, it's not. So Echeverria moves in the scoring position with 2 down now for Sweet Lou Piniella, hitting 319, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in. Trying to put the Orioles on the board, and it looks like I think he will. No, actually he won't, because Etchebarren's a slow runner. So he will stop at third. Let's see if Buford's going to try to steal. He will not. So to put runners at the corners with 2 down. So that'll bring up Mark Belanger with a chance to put the Orioles on the board here. So Belanger popped out to short his first time up. And he will not be able to get the job done as he hits into the fielder's choice to end the inning. So after 1.5, no score. So Palmer back out on the hill. Palmer has a B rating. He's a grade 9 pitcher. The B rating has Y, G, and DP minus modifiers. So Y is a strikeout modifier, I believe. So 1-5. And that is going to be a ground out to short. And Belanger will throw over to Powell for out number 1. So Alcaraz up to the plate now. Alcaraz hitting just 164 and 3 runs batted in. And he'll fly out to left for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for the Royals. So that's going to be Jackie Hernandez, the shortstop, hitting just 156. So you can see why the Royals have the record they do. They have not been hitting well at all overall. So 36, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Palmer gets his another strikeout. I think it's third, I believe. All right, so Billy Butler back out on the hill. No score through 2. Orioles will have Frank Robinson, Powell, and Paul Blair up there. So he popped out to second his first time up. And he will... Yeah, the Y is a strikeout modifier there. So this time, though, Butler doesn't have the Y, so Robinson will pop up to short for out number 1. All right, next up, Powell. Powell walked in his first at-bat. And that's going to be a fly out to right. And Kelly will make the catch for out number 2. So to bring up Paul Blair. Blair also walked his first time up. And he's going to walk again. Paul is a good base runner. See if he can get a jump here. 61, and almost gets thrown out, but just gets back to the bag. So Blair will have to hold that first. He will not attempt to steal. Cannot get a good jump on Rodriguez. That brings up Brooke Robinson now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Robinson struck out in his first at-bat. And he'll get a infield single, beats it out. So the Orioles with something going here with 2 down in the top of the third. Davey Johnson with a chance to put him on top. Struck out in his first at-bat. He has a delivery by Butler. And he will be out at first. Kind of close call. Score that one 5-3. And it remains scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third. Palmer back out on the hill. And Palmer just with 2 strikeouts. So Palmer faced the bottom of the order. Rodriguez, Butler, and then the top of the order in Kelly. So Rodriguez hitting .314 with 2 runs batted in. And he's going to get a hold of one here. And he'll lace a single. So a base hit to left center. And the Royals have the leadoff runner on. He'll be held on. And the pitcher Butler up there now against Palmer. Butler's off to a good start at the plate. He's 3 for 7 so far. And he's going to get a hold of one here. Oh, no, he's not actually. He's going to walk. That's a walk there on the 14. So the Royals have something going here against Palmer. So first and second, nobody out. Top of the order in Kelly. Kelly looking for his first RBI of the season. This could be it here. If he can connect. And he will not, as he hits into the rare 5-5-3 double play. So they step on the bag at third, throw over to first. And get the 5-5-3 double play. So Butler at second. With 2 down now, though, for Kirkpatrick. So Palmer may be able to get out of this with no damage if he can get Kirkpatrick. And he'll do it as he hits into a line drive to second. Davey Johnson makes the catch. So Amos Otis to lead it off. I mean, not Amos Otis, sorry. Echeverrin to lead it off in the top of the 4th, actually. Echeverrin singled his first time up. And he's going to get a hold of one here. This one could be trouble. And it will be, as that one is going to be a home run for Echeverrin. So Echeverrin gets a hold of one there off of Butler and puts the Orioles on top 1-0. So Jim Palmer up to the plate now. Get into a 5-3 ground out. And he flies out to right for out number 1. So top of the order, Buford up now. Buford walked and stole a base and then got a single, so he's 1 for 1. And he'll pop out to third for second out of the inning. Mark Belanger up now. Belanger popped out to short and hit into a fielder's choice. And he'll fly out to right to end the inning. But the Orioles get on the board on the solo leadoff home run by Andy Echeverrin. It's 1-0 after 3.5. That's cool. 1969 season, huh? Is he playing as the Royals? I take it. Cool. All right, so Amos Otis up there now. I just decided to go with the 1970s just because I know a lot of people were doing the 60s, and I kind of wanted to do a decade, and 70s seem to be. I know a lot about the late 70s, as I was born in 67, but I don't know a lot about the early 70s, but I figured I'd see some of the players that I like and get to know them before they got on the teams that I knew them on. So that, because obviously I don't remember a lot between 1970 and probably 76. 76, yeah, 77 I kind of remember a little bit, but up until 76 I didn't really remember a lot. But so this is kind of good. Get to know some of those players when they're on different teams. All right, so Jim Palmer and some of the players when they were younger. So Jim Palmer up to the plate now. Amos Otis up to the plate now. He flew out to right his first time up. So the Royals down by a run now. Palmer with a 1-run lead. That'll be a 6-2. And that's going to be a fly out to left. So 1 down now. You're playing every home team. That's cool. Phillies, Orioles, awesome. Nice. That's cool. Play every home team there. And that way you don't get kind of stuck in the, like Ron Juckett was mentioning last night in his broadcast, that you can get when you're playing a single. Hey, Herb. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our first live day. Anyway, third broadcast of the day. So this first one through National Pastime 3. It's a season replay I'm doing here, and a decade replay, but I'm starting with the 1970 season. So welcome, Herb. All right, so Orioles are up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Bob Oliver in there now, up to the plate now. He struck out in his first at-bat. And that is going to be a ground out to short. I mean, a ground out. Fly out to right. Lou Piniella grounded out to short his first time up. So sweet Lou up there now. 1-1, and he's going to get a hold of one here. Off Palmer. And that's going to be a triple for Lou Piniella. Wow, a rare triple for Piniella. So Piniella with a 2-out triple. Palmer hoping that goes to not. So Alcaraz up there now. He flew out to left his first time up. Can he get the run home and tie the score? No, he'll ground out to third to end the inning. So a wasted triple there by Sweet Lou, and it's 1-0 as we head to the 5th. So, all right, so we head back to the top of the 5th. Orioles with a 1-0 lead after 4. It'll be Robinson, Powell, and Blair. Robinson popped out to second and to short. His 2 times up. And he's going to ground out back to the box, where Butler will throw over to first and get him out for out number 1. So Blue Powell up now for 1 with a walk. And he grounds out. So 2 up and 2 down for the Orioles in the 5th. Paul Blair, he's walked twice. And he'll ground out 10 innings. So 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles in the 5th. Halfway through, 1-0 O's. Good pitchers duel between Palmer and Butler. There have been base runners, but a lot of walks given up by Butler. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot like Appa. I just like this one because it's got a little bit more interaction with the pitching and the stealing and that kind of stuff too. So I've got 1 Appa season. I got 1978 season, but I got off eBay. But I haven't played it that much. A little bit. I'm more of a strat guy, but I do like to play this. Definitely, these games fly fast. You can get a lot done. Play a lot of games, which is cool. So, all right. So, Jackie Hernandez in there now, up there now, to lead it off for the Royals. Here in the bottom of the 5th. So Hernandez struck out his first at bat. 5-2. And he will ground out to third for out number 1. Ellie Rodriguez up there now. He singled his first time up. And he's going to get at least a single. So 1 out base runner. That brings up the pitcher Butler, and I think we're going to see what he's doing. He's a pretty weak hitter. We're going to try to have him bunt the runner over. 1-2. Double play. That happens a lot with the bunt there. Unfortunately, when they're not a great bunter. So that's going to do it. So I usually, like the King Ikabu does, I leave the pitcher in until they get to a D or they've given up either 5 runs or a D rating, whichever comes first. And then if they're pitching a shutout, I will leave them in, as Palmer is doing right now. So anyway, Butler's just a C right now anyway, so he's going to stay in there. So 6-5. And of course, if situation dictates, if they're losing by a couple runs or more later on, if they're still losing when Butler comes up next, I will probably take him out. So 6-5, or at least 5 innings. Yeah, at least 5 innings. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing about the APA that I don't like as much, is that you don't quite have every player, which I usually like about like Strat and other games. Inside pitch, where you usually have just about every player, which is cool. All right. Okay. So Dave Johnson up there now with 1 out. Butler kicks and delivers. And he'll strike him out for out number 2. Brings up Echeverria, and as you can see here, if you look under his name here, under his card, it's got these were just added here. When he hits a home run to the left there, that's the run scored, and the check mark is the RBI. How many RBIs he gets on the play? I think that's the way it goes. It's either that or it's the reverse of that. I forget which one, but I think that's the RBI on the left and the runs. I mean, the run scored on the left and the RBI on the right. We'll see. All right, so 2-6. So he's responsible for the only run so far in the game. And he grounds out to first unassisted. And that'll do it for the Orioles in the top of the 6th. So we head to the bottom of the 6th with Orioles clinging to a 1-0 lead. Palmer back out there. They'll face top of the order Kelly, Kirkpatrick, and Otis. Kelly 0 for 1 with a walk, and 0 for, yeah. So 6-4. And that'll be a strikeout. Had the mouse over it. That's why it was flickering there for a second. So to bring up Kirkpatrick, he's 0 for 2. Flew out to right and popped up to second. And it'll be a strikeout. The pitcher's rating there gets the strikeout. A Y rating. So 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Amos Otis. He's 0 for 2 also. Flown out twice. And he will foul out to third to end the inning. So we will head to the top of the 7th with 1-0 game here, as Palmer and Butler are battling it out. And Palmer will hit here, of course, with a 1-0 lead. So Palmer grounded out to third and flew out to right. And he will strike out now for out number 1. That brings up Don Buford. He walked and stole a base and singled and popped out the third. And now he'll ground out to second for out number 2. So that brings up Belanger. Belanger 0 for 3 on the day, looking for his first hit. And he'll get it here. So Belanger's on with a 2-out single. Can't get the jump, so remain at first. So Butler is now a D rating. So if a runner gets in the scoring position, I will pull Butler. 2-6. And here we go. So that is going to be it for Butler. Pitched a great game up until now, but it's on the short end of a 1-0 game. So let's see. We'll go to the pen here now. So we got a Powell's a lefty coming up. We need one more out. So we're going to see if we can get a lefty. I think we'll bring in Berge. Yeah, we'll bring in Bergmeyer, the future Red Sox and Twin. He had a good season in 1970. 41 games. Let's see what he's pitched lately. Yeah, he hasn't pitched for a while, so he can come in there. So Bergmeyer is going to come in to replace Butler. Trying to get out of this. Face Powell, who is walked 0 for 2 officially. Powell trying to increase the Oriole lead. And he's going to draw the walks. That's going to load the bases. So the bases loaded now with 2 down. I guess we'll leave Bergmeyer in. Oh, my goodness. And Paul Blair is going to get a hold of one here. Triple off for Blair. And that's going to clear the bases. So that's going to open it up now. And the Orioles now have a 4-0 lead. And that's going to be it for Bergmeyer, as he cannot get the job done. Only needed 1 out and allows 2 hits, and the Orioles have a 4-0 lead now. Yeah, definitely the Orioles had a great pitching team there. Great rotation. I think they had 3 20-game winners in 1970, if I remember right. Okay. So that is going to be it for Bergmeyer. He's going to come out. And who do we bring in now? I don't want to bring in Jaboski. Let's see. Normally I look at all the box scores, but I didn't bring it up this time. Now we'll bring in Ken Wright. They're down. Go by that, but I'll just go by my instinct for this one. So Brooks Robinson in there now, 1 for 3 on the day. So Wright comes in with a 2 innings pitched so far in the season. Is not allowed an earned run or a hit. And he will get out of the inning. But damage is done as Paul Blair hits a 3-run triple and makes it a 4-0 game now. So Palmer cruising along. He'll face Oliver, Piniella, and Alcaraz. Oliver 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be a strikeout. So it'll be Piniella now. Piniella tripled, 1 for 2 on the day. And he'll get another hit. And he's going to play it safe, down by 4. Learning how to show this stuff here. Okay. All right, so that brings up Alcaraz there now. Alcaraz 0 for 2. Oops. And he will fly out to left for out number 2. So Hernandez up there now. Hernandez 0 for 2, struck out and rounded out to third. And he's going to keep the inning going. So first and second now. No speed on the bases. For Ellie Rodriguez, he's 2 for 2 on the day, so they got the right man up at the plate. Trying to get the Royals on the board. And he cannot get the job done as he grounds back to Palmer. Throws over to Powell to end the inning. So the Royals threaten but do not score, and we head to the 8th with a 4-0 Orioles lead. And Ken Wright back out there on the hill. He'll face Davey Johnson, who is 0 for 3 on the day, struck out twice. And strike out no more, though. He's going to get a hold of one here. And he'll have himself a double. So leadoff double for Davey Johnson. Gets his first hit of the day. Brings up Etchebarren. He's 2 for 3 with a home run. And that's going to be an error on the shortstop, Hernandez, and that will allow the run to score. I think. No, actually the run is going to move to third. No, run to second. Oh, that's only if there's a certain condition he moves to third. Okay. So Etchebarren reaches on the error. So first and second now for Palmer. He will hit for himself, pitching a shutout. Actually, he will bunt. No, he won't. He'll hit away. 5-3. And another error. This time an error on let's see, on Kirkpatrick. So it's going to load the bases. So 2 errors on Kansas City as they're starting to fall apart here, showing their record of only having 3 wins on the season. So bases loaded, nobody out, so they have to bring the infield in. Don Buford up there now. Buford 1 for 3 with a walk. And that's going to be another walk, so so Wright is not looking right. Cool. All right. So Belanger up there now. Yeah, so that's on the right side, that's the RBI, I believe, at the check mark. Oh, and Belanger's going to get hold of one here now with a 1-1. And that's going to be a 2-run single. It's a 7-0 lead now. So the Orioles pouring it on here near the end here, and that's going to be it for Wright, as he can do nothing to stop the Orioles. Guess we'll go with Montagado to try to stop the bleeding here. So still nobody out. Man. So Frank Robinson up there now. Royals playing back, hoping to get the double play here. The Royals hoping to get the double play. And Robinson strikes out. So finally the first out of the inning. Blue Powell up there now. He's walked twice, 0 for 2 officially. Oh, and Powell's going to join the party here. As Powell gets himself a single, scoring a run, and it's now 8-0. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The RBIs are to the are the stars to the left. Okay, because he had Paul Blair to 3-run triple. So runs scored are the check marks, and the RBIs are the asterisks. All right, so Paul Blair, let's see if you can get another RBI here. And he strikes out. So Brooks Robinson, 1 for 4. And another base hit, another run comes home. So the Orioles blowing it open now. Running away from it now 9-0. So Orioles explosive. Oh my goodness. And 55. And Davy Johnson with, oh no, he grounds out. Okay, good, because he had a B rating. So thankfully, mercifully, it's over. That inning anyway. All right. Yes, he is. Was. It's all right. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Palmer still pitching a shutout. He will not face Montegudo, as he will be pinch hit for. Let's see who we use for pinch hitters here. What are we going to use? We'll use George Spriggs there. So Spriggs will pinch hit from the pitcher's spot. Spriggs hitting .278 in 21 plate appearances with an RBI. And he strikes out. So Palmer now with 6 Ks on the day to go with 2 walks. Pat Kelly up there now. Kelly 0 for 2 with a walk. And he grounds out to second for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for the Royals as they continue to do nothing against Palmer. And finally, though, it looks like they're going to get on the board possibly. So we'll see here. 56. So if we can get 11 to 26, will be a double. Otherwise, it's going to be a home run for Kirkpatrick to put the, and Palmer's shutout will be gone. And it's a 2-3. So Palmer's shutout temporarily still intact, as it's a wall scraper. So Amos Otis with a chance to put the Royals on the board here. 0 for 3. And he's going to walk. So Palmer's still a C rating. He's pitching a shutout. So that brings up Oliver. Oliver struck out twice against Palmer, 0 for 3. And that is going to do the shutout as that will be a base hit for Oliver. Palmer's still a C, so we'll let him try to get out of it here. Let's give him one more batter anyway. So Lou Piniella up there now. He's 2 for 3. Oh, almost a 66, a 56. And that will get Palmer out of it. So the shutout is gone by the board, but Orioles still in full control with a 9-1 lead. Was it 420 game winners? Could have been. I know it was at least 3, but I think you might be right. Oh, 71? Okay. That may be, yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's take Spriggs out here and bring in the next victim. Again, I normally look at the box scores, but I don't have them up right now. Just wanted to try out a game quickly, so I didn't set it up like I usually do. I think we'll be all right with him. Let me check out. Yeah. So Al Fitzmaurice will come in and try to pitch the ninth and mop up duty here. So Fitzmaurice pitched 1 inning, is allowed 2 hits, not allowed to earn run. Yeah. Until now, maybe. So that's going to be a base hit as the Echeverria gets himself another hit. His 3rd of the day. So Echeverria having a fine day at the plate. And Jim Palmer. We'll let him try to finish it out. 5-1. Rest the pen a little bit there. So Buford up there now. Buford 1 for 3 on the day with a RBI and a run scored, a stolen base. So Echeverria, that'll be a ground out. Echeverria moves in the scoring position. So finally, Mark Belanger up there now. Belanger having a good day too. A couple of RBIs and 2 for 5. And the Orioles will have 3 outs to victory here. So Palmer trying to close it out, trying to get the complete game anyway. So bottom of the order, Alcaraz, Hernandez, and Rodriguez in the pitcher spot. So Alcaraz 0 for 3 on the day. Palmer kicks and delivers with the high leg hit. And he'll ground out the short for out number 1. So Jackie Hernandez 1 for 3 up there now. 6-4. And another strikeout. 7 Ks on the day now for Palmer. So Orioles down to their last out here. Ellie Rodriguez, probably one of their best hitters of the day, 2 for 3 on the day. Palmer kicks and delivers. And that is going to be it as he grounds out to short. And Belanger up with it over to Powell to mercifully end the game. So it was close up into the end of the 6th, and then the Orioles broke it open after that. So let's take a look at the box score here. So let's save everything here. So that was the 25th. 1970. 0425. And that was 9-2-1. All right. So Palmer will go the distance here. So we'll go through the box score as usual. So Jim Palmer pitches a great game. Now 3-1. He pitched a complete game. Allows 7 hits, 1 run was earned. 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. Faces 35 batters and ERA now 3.12. Butler, the tough luck loser. 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Did walk 5 though, so he got himself into trouble. 4 strikeouts, allowed a home run. Bergmeyer pitched to 2 batters, did not record an out. Walked a batter and allowed that triple to Paul Blair, which pretty much sealed the deal there. Ken Wright, 3rd of an inning. He was awful too. 2 hits, 5 runs. Only one of them earned though. 1 walk. And Montegudo. 1 inning pitch, 2 hits. And struck out 2. And Al Fitzmaurice with an inning pitched. Allowed a hit and struck out a batter. Let's go through the box score quickly. Don Buford 1 for 4 with a run scored and RBI, walked twice. Belanger was 2 for 6 with a 2 runs scored, 2 runs bet in. Frank Robinson 0 for 4 with a run scored, walked once. Pooh Powell 1 for 3 with a run scored, and he had an RBI and walked twice. Paul Blair 1 for 3 with a big 3-run triple, 2 walks. Brooks Robinson 2 for 5 with an RBI. Dave Johnson was 1 for 5 with a run scored and a double. Andy Etchebarren a great day, 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and a home run and an RBI. And Jim Palmer was 0 for 5 but with a run scored. For the Royals, Pat Kelly 0 for 3. Kirkpatrick was 1 for 4 with a run scored and a double. Amos Otis 0 for 3. Bob Oliver 1 for 4 with an RBI. Lou Piniella was 2 for 4 with a triple. Alcaraz 0 for 4. Jackie Hernandez 1 for 4. Ellie Rodriguez 2 for 4. Bill Butler 0 for 1. Tom Bergmeyer not getting that bad. Neither did Ken Wright or Monteagudo. And Spriggs was 0 for 1. And Alphys Morrison not getting that bat. So player of the game, definitely Jim Palmer. Pitches the complete game. 7 hits, 1 run. So let's take a look at the standings now. So with the win, the Orioles are now a game and a half ahead of the Yankees. And with the loss, the Royals continue to bury themselves just one game ahead of the White Sox, 3-12 now. Let's take a look at some of the stats quickly. And just, again, to let you know that I'm doing this on the Delphi forums. I'm posting every game under the Skeetersoft, doing HGG 1970 replay if you'd like to check that out. Playing every game and doing a little blurb about every game after we play it, posting the box scores. So having a good time with that. So let's take a look at the stats quickly here. A little slow running here. So let's take a look at the batting leader so far through almost the end of April here. So Paul Blair continues to dominate for the Orioles, hitting .439. Al Kaline for the Tigers, .385. Rich Reese for the Twins, .375. Josephson, .364. Reggie Smith, the Red Sox, .362 as Del Hunter. And Killebrew, .356. Oliva, .353. And Yastrzemski with .352. So Reggie Jackson leads to the tied for the league with Walton and Mincher. And Harper, all tied with 5 home runs. Al Kaline with 16 runs batted in, leads at Paul Blair right behind with 15. Paul Blair leads with runs scored. So Paul Blair up there in a lot of the categories. Frank Robinson, 13 runs scored. Paul Blair with hits leader, 25. Reggie Smith second with St. Yalimar and Tommy Harper, 21. Paul Blair, again, leads with on-base percentage, .529. Paul Blair second in slugging. Mincher ahead of him, .842. Paul Blair, .737. National League. So far, Hank Aaron leads with 8 home runs. Dick Allen with 7. Billy Williams started off fast with 6. And Clemente also with 6. Bernie Carbo with 5. Cito Gaston and Willie McCovey with 5 each. RBI leader is Hank Aaron, 9 ahead of Billy Williams with 29. Felix Milan having a great season for the Braves. 20 runs scored. Hank Aaron 17. Billy Williams 15. Rico Cardi also for the Braves with 14. Felix Milan 27 hits. Rico Cardi 23 has with Hank Aaron. Al Ferreira on base percentage of .500. Bernie Carbo second, .491. Jim Hickman, .481. Slugging percentage, Al Ferreira, .912. Hank Aaron, .800. Jim Hickman, .783. And Dick Allen also. For the pitching, well, I guess we'll go batting 2 leaders real quick. Doubles leaders, Paul Blair leads with 6. Frank Robinson, 5. Tovar leads with 3 triples. Buford, 16 walks. Paul Blair actually in the mix there with 11. Still on base leaders, Harper, Monday, Alomar, and Buford all with 6. Caught stealing, Reggie Jackson, 5. Batter strikeouts, Danny Walton with 20. Monday at 16. National League. Al Ferreira and Jim Hickman and Wes Parker all with 6 doubles. Triples leaders, Willie Davis with 5. Radar with 12 walks. Doug Radar. Lou Brock with 7 stolen bases. Caught stealing Joe Morgan with 5. Bobby Bonds with 22 strikeouts. And the pitching leaders now. For the win leaders, Dave McNally for the Orioles with 3. Andy Messis with 3. Jim Palmer with 3. Catfish Hunter with 3. And Mickey Lowich with 3. Mickey Lowich started off slow, but he's come on strong lately. Lowich leads with 32 strikeouts. McDowell 31. Messersmith 28. Cuellar with 25, as well as Jim Palmer. Andy Messersmith 35 innings pitched. Jim Palmer right behind him, 34.2. McNally 33.1, as was McDowell. Loss leaders: Will Wilson, Tommy John, and Butler now with the Royals with 3. Tatum, 6 saves, leads for the Angels. And Marty Patton with a .74 whip. The National League's kind of interesting here with Gary Nolan's doing quite well. So Ken Holtzman with 4 wins leads. Cook with 3, Simpson with 3, Foster, Navarro, etc. Jim Brewer, 14 and 3 innings pitched, .63 earned average. Steve Carlin, 1.06 with the Cardinals. Phil Niekro having a fine season, 1.29 earned average in 28 innings. So pretty good there. Gary Nolan also doing well. Fergie Jenkins, 26 strikeouts. Tom Seaver, 24. Gary Nolan in there too. Gaylord Perry with 36 innings pitched. Gary Nolan 33. Ken Holtzman 30. Jenkins 30. Loss leaders: Gaylord Perry, the tough luck loser here. Well, actually, he's done actually not that well. 4 losses. Dukes with 4 saves, as well as Gusti. Tom Seaver having a rough start with 3 losses. Whip. Bob Veal leads for the Pirates, .69. McLaughlin, 7.74. Gary Nolan, .76. So that's good there. Then we'll go to the last thing here. And home runs allowed. Cuellar has let up 8 home runs. Jim Palmer's has 3 complete games. Dobson with 130 batting average against his bunker, also doing well for the Royals. Marty Patton, surprise for the Brewers, and Ray Culp and Andy Messersmith all below 200. Zep, Perry, and Phoebus with 1 shutout apiece. Messersmith 15 wins. Walks. McDowell 13 walks. See, Lowich had a lot of walks too. He struggled early on. And blown saves, we're not recording those. And finally, with National League, Jim Merritt with 6 home runs allowed. Gary Nolan, 3 complete games. Ken Holtzman, 2. Kuzman, 2. So Carlin with the hitters are only hitting 136 against him. McLaughlin, 139. Veal, 141. Gary Nolan, 155. Shutout leaders. So all these guys with 1. Robinson led us. Giants pitching not doing well. And nothing for there. So that is it. So I want to thank DC and Herb Pilgrim for joining me here. It's good to see you guys. And hopefully I'll try to do some more of these. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and maybe do on the weekend, on Sunday evening. I'll maybe do 1 a week or a couple a week or something like that. But if I have some time during the week, I might do some. So definitely like and subscribe and hit that bell, and you'll be notified if I am going to go live. So that's it. So thanks, guys, and take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next 1970 National Pastime 3 baseball replay. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye now. See you guys.